The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Any second now. Hey, there we go. That transition always takes a bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mr. Kren's Valley. Sorry for starting a little late. Might have went on a little tangent about Kuotoans and orcs.
Warhammer.
Regardless, we got here. So, I feel like this would be better heard from one of your perspectives. So, why don't each of you roll me a d6?
Oh, I knew that was coming. I actually remember what we were doing. 4.
You got a 4, 3.
3.
4.
Oh, double tie.
Roll off.
Saxton and Willow roll off.
What was rolling?
Another d6.
Okay. 6.
Ooh.
A 2.
Hey, Willow, what happened last session?
No, I knew you were gonna do this to me. Okay.
The dice did it.
Sure. We went through the rest of the crypts, or catacombs. One of them would.
It's catacomb containing crypts. So. Yeah.
Okay. And well, we everybody was kind of feeling the ultimate death of Hemlock. And we went up some stairs, and Saxton tried to do stuff to some Vistani, and Willow intervened, which didn't help very much. And then we went to the dungeons, and so we got like 200 platinum or something.
No,
Electrum.
I got 250 gold out of the Electrum. Yes, nobody else got that.
Nyhm got 250 gold out of the Electrum.
Nyhm, I would say you definitely have disadvantage on stealth because of the amount of coins you're carrying. It's like impossible not to have like a chink chink chink.
And then we had a kind of a Minesweeper-esque thing where some of us kept stepping on the wrong tile and getting transported back into some jail area. And also Cazador found a skeleton of a corvum with a big brimmed hat, and that's where we left it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then that's what happened.
That sums it up pretty well.
I will go ahead and say right off the bat, if you're going to throw that disadvantage on me, then I will immediately start shedding some of that Electrum into other people's pockets. I am a rogue that does not need disadvantage on stealth, especially for what I plan on.
How many coins do you currently have on you? Like number of coins, not even the type of coin, just the number of coins.
Little over 700 total, I believe.
Okay. If you get yourself under 500, I will get rid of the disadvantage. So if like 200 of that is copper, you can be like, eh. But I don't think I've given you guys really any copper. No one does.
No, most of mine was Electrum and gold.
If you give it to Willow, she'll hold it for you for later. Meaning, if we don't die, she'll give it back to you.
To be fair, everybody never got their share of the treasure from Baba Saga, was it?
Yeah.
I keep confusing Baba Saga and Baba Yaga. So effectively just giving back what you were already missing, because I don't want to be at disadvantage on stealth. However,
right.
Okay, so we don't have like crazy micromanaging at the start here. We'll say Nyhm, you just keep the numbers what you got, but you get divided up with everybody. And we can do that in post.
Okay. Now, that being said,
Mhm.
I also want to go ahead and start this episode by praying to our little ducky god friend for
Oh,
what we were
yeah.
talking about last time around. We need Sir Godfrey.
Uh-huh.
We need him
Yeah.
to be inspired to follow us down into said dungeon so that we can track down our revenant's target, which is Strahd.
Hmm.
And he was literally just 5 feet behind us.
Hmm.
He
Okay.
would not have separated from. Okay, cool.
So Cazador is currently a little turtle and swimming on the surface, and I think you had like a lit candle on the back of your shell,
Yeah.
and that's what comes up in the light. And as that comes up in the light, from your perspective, towering titans come out of the water, but everybody else sees zombies coming out of the water.
Oh.
As we roll initiative.
I don't see anything. I'm over by the stairwell.
Well, you hear it and smell it.
Weren't you in the last dungeon cell? Oh, no, that's right. I feigned once failing to unlock you, and then I did get you on the second try. Never mind.
Yeah, okay, so before we get too quick there. The bunch of dark shapes in the water are racks, iron maidens, stocks, and other instruments of torture. Skeletons of their last victims lie within them, their jaws seemingly frozen open, and silent screams. And that includes the wide-brimmed hat one, which is in a stock. And
Wait, the one on the stock is actually moving as well?
no.
Oh, okay.
And 6 of these zombies rise slowly out of the water, their slimy gray arms clawing up through the water as they go to attack the little turtle as we roll initiative.
No. Not the turtle.
14 from them.
I'm in danger.
Okay.
Fair enough for 22.
22 for the monk. Same as last time. Actually, I think you rolled 22 twice last session as well. I remember seeing something about it before. But Willow, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, sweet. Kaz,
23.
holy guacamole. Now let's see what the zombies do. This isn't the fun guacamole, you know, the one that like serves itself to you. This is like the nasty guacamole that's a little expired.
E. The brown
Yeah.
guacamole.
Mm-hmm. The rot
Sour.
guacamole. I tried. So you can guess who's going last. So Cazador, you are first, and you are currently a turtle.
How far are the zombies?
This is a pretty big room. You do see a balcony up about 10 feet out of the water, maybe 8 or 10 feet out of the water, 2 meters-ish, and the zombies are spread out through the room, and the closest one's maybe 10 feet from you, and there are 2 of them are right next to each other, and the rest of them are kind of between 5 to 10 feet apart from each other. But and the closest one is 10 feet from you currently.
What's my AC as a turtle? Because I have no idea where my stats are right now.
Considering you're like a CR0 familiar kind of turtle, I'll say 13?
I mean, I can turn into a CR2,
2.
yeah, because I'm a normal druid.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's...
The only one that can go higher is the moon one.
Yeah, because I'm not polymorphed. I'm wild-shaped. Well, I assume, yeah, I'm a little turtle. I will unshift. I think I can do it as my bonus action.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm like, I think you can unshift as a bonus.
And I'll shoot at the 10 feet away one.
Okay.
I'll sharpshoot at the 10 feet away one.
Looks like it came out of the Iron Maiden because it's kind of like Swiss cheesed a little bit.
Oh, arrow may go through. 18?
18 definitely hits the zombie.
Nope. No. Sorry. 13. It's a sharpshoot.
What's your bonus to hit?
Plus 11.
All right, tell me if you roll once, because their armor class is 8.
Okay. So that's 22 fire damage.
Okay, because they just came out of the water, they have resistance to it, so it only takes 11 damage.
Okay. And the next shot.
But now it's dry because of the fire shot. Roll me. Actually, wait, no, never mind. That was fire damage. Go ahead. My bad. Continue.
Okay, next shot is crazy, like 17.
Okay.
No, 20. I hit. And it's 23. Fire damage.
Okay. The first shot essentially dried off the part of it that's out of the water, and the other shots just engulf it in flames, and it falls back into the water.
Okay, and I will stay put because I don't know if I walk back, I will activate because I swam. I don't know if there are traps or not behind me.
No, it was a 10-foot wide entryway into this room. And everyone had figured out after that maybe whatever is causing you guys to teleport is on the floor. So as long as your feet aren't touching the ground, you like swim into the room.
Yeah,
you'll be
but
fine.
Is there enough water to swim back? Or do I have to walk now?
It's like waist high for you. You're pretty tall, being a Cervan.
Yeah, well, I'll stay just in case.
Okay. Saxton, you are next. I believe you were at the intersection in the hallway about 20 feet away from the opening to the big room that Kaz is in.
Alright. Am I able to
Actually,
see in there what's going on?
Actually, you and Nyhm are at the spiral staircase, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe the last time we were moving, we were coming back out of the cells because he had a nice little trip back into the teleporting water.
Okay. So, way on the other end of the hallway, where it opens up into a much bigger room, you hear like the brrr, and you see the light of Cazador's fire arrows shooting off. And that's a good... Wow. That's a good 50 feet away.
But just get into the room?
Just getting through this hallway and getting into that room. The nearest zombie is probably another 20 feet after that. Actually, 30, because the nearest one was killed.
Well, I will run up to Cazador and take a defensive stance.
Okay. Skipping on the water. Willow, you are next. Now you are 20 feet away from that room opening.
Okay. Quick. Did the duck take effect? Do I hear Godfried or feel him with my paladin senses?
You hear a quack echo through the catacombs.
Okay. Quick, I think there's something in the cell. Okay, let's somebody go check it out.
I mean, it sounds like it's far in the distance and not where you guys are at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. He didn't follow us down here. That's fine. Okay, I'll go. So 20 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'll attack a zombie then.
All right. You move up and you attack one.
Okay. And I'm remembering from last time that I did find out that every time I hit, it takes a 1d8 radiant damage as well, even if I don't do a divine smite. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep. Remember the AC's 8, so I think we're just rolling for crits, really.
Okay. Yeah, that one hits too.
Okay. Can you roll the damage separately?
Yep.
Not like the radiant and stuff, just like each attack different.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll say I'm using my great axe, so oh jeez. And so the first attack is 14 regular damage and 3 radiant damage, so
17.
17 damage. And the second is
as you
9
before you finish the second one, as you chop it, roll me a d20 and just tell me the result of the d20.
8.
These are the fun zombies. You lop off one of its legs.
Ah, nice. The second one is 9 regular damage and 3 radiant damage, so 12.
Roll me another flat d20.
13.
You chop off one of its arms, and it's
Rolling.
still standing.
Rolling my lucky numbers. I'm scared. Okay. Neither one of those were crits, and I didn't get any of them to 0, right?
Correct.
So, okay. So, yeah. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. After Willow, it is Nym's turn.
Alrighty. I do believe I will run up to the edge of that area,
Okay.
probably with Saxton.
You avoid the squares in one way or another, either hopping off the
Well,
walls.
I mean, I'm jumping
or
over them. Yeah.
Doing a little mouse swim. Because you're short
No,
enough, you can actually
I'm-
swim.
I'm ricocheting off the walls. Let's not go there.
Okay.
Are any of them immediately next to Cazador?
No. The closest one to Cazador is the one Willow's attacking, and that's about 15 feet away from the entryway that you just came into. The next one that's closest is in the opposite direction, and it's about, we'll say, 10 feet away.
Oh, that's not bad. That means I can attack the one that Willow's attacking and get sneak attack with a thrown dagger.
Yep.
I shall do exactly that. 8 on the die, 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And I can't remember. Are we finally up to 66?
You're
Jumping over.
13th level, so I think that's when you get that jump. I don't know. I've never really played a rogue.
76.
Ooh.
Sorry, my dice just jumped out of my hand.
The only time I got to play one was when I played a Kenku butler who was a swashbuckler. His name was Rustler because he was good at sweeping the broom.
Swashbuckler?
Yep.
Neat.
That was actually his nickname.
Oh, neat.
He served a little gnome girl that was a Girl Scout.
Oh,
33 damage.
33 damage?
33 damage. I got 4 6s and a handful of the
You
others.
feel the wind whoosh by, Willow, and the zombie that you're fighting, its head goes flying back, and it gets pinned into one of the stalks with a knife.
I turn around, I'm like...
And the rest of the body just like into the water.
You see Nyhm just readying 3 more daggers. It's like, why are you waving?
Because it doesn't
I will
take an
go ahead and
action.
Okay, that's fair. I will, however, go ahead and use my bonus action to hide, just in case.
Okay.
So, do I need to roll that, or is my passive good?
Your They're zombies. Your passive's good.
Okay, just making sure.
Their passive.
And-
Their passive is 8.
Yikes! Yeah. So that's my turn.
Okay. From there, the balcony that's about 25 feet away from the center of the room, and from Willow, who's the closest, about 15 feet away. You hear a quack up there. And then at the end of his turn, because he had to dash, it's Sir Godfrey.
Oh my goodness.
And he can't really do anything on his turn because he moved and dashed. So that's his turn. And then we finally get to the zombies. So the zombies start to shamble forward. Let's see, their movement's that. I'll say one is able to get up to Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And those two that were really close to each other are heading towards Cazador because they're so brainless that they saw Nyhm and then Nyhm just disappeared in the water and they just like started moving towards Cazador. They won't reach you on this turn. But oh, they get 3 attacks, I forgot. So Bite, Claw, Claw on Willow. Does an 18 hit?
No.
That's probably the best they're gonna roll. Yeah, nat 2. And another nat 2. Alright, that made my stuff real easy. Kaz, it's your turn. Those 2 zombies are maybe 10 feet away from you.
I'll shoot at one of those.
Okay.
Well, sharpshoot. That's my default thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there's the damage. Never mind that.
If you sharpshoot, you have a chance of failure then.
Yeah, it's a +6 when I sharpshoot.
Yeah. Your only chance of failure is a nat 1 or a nat 2, but I'll still have you roll anyway.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, the first one is a nat 2, so
Oh, you missed?
13. 13, no. 13 is with the, yeah, probably.
Oh, wait. 8. That's 8 total, right?
Yeah.
That hits on the dot.
Yeah, it's an 8. Oh, that hit. Okay. So the lowest I can. That's 20 fire damage.
Okay. And then your second shot?
My second shot hits. I need 21 fire damage.
Alright, that one's down. Doesn't even get to fall apart. And it's like, oh man, my best mechanic. And it just falls over. Then it is Saxton's turn. The closest to one is probably the one next to the one Cazador just downed, which is about 15 feet away.
How many are there total?
Currently, there are only 3. There were 6, but they're going down pretty fast. They're only zombies after all.
I want to do a Sacred Flame Key Blast at the next closest one.
Okay, and that's a
And
dex.
I need a dex save.
All right. -2, here we go. 14?
Fail.
Okay. All right. So how much damage? Live at your guys' level, it's 3 damage dice. Cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that'd be 20 total.
Making the math super easy. Thank you. It's still up, but that holy fire really burned it. And that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay, after Saxton, it's Willow's turn. There's not one immediately in melee, but you can easily scoot up to the last one. Or not the... No, sorry. What am I saying? The one came up to attack you. So there's one in melee.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 5, so 15.
Yep.
Okay.
AC is 8.
Okay. Okay, and that definitely hits. And then
How much damage on the first strike?
hang on. All together, I have to get a calculator. Hang on a second.
Okay, that's more than the mechanic needs for sure. Then, since you already got a lot of stuff, you got to roll. I'll roll for the limb thing.
23 damage. Sorry.
Holy cow! Okay, you almost completely cleave it in half on your first strike.
Mhm.
But technically, all you chopped off was an arm.
Okay.
So a big chunk of it's missing after the first strike.
16 after the second.
Mm-hmm.
16 damage.
Oh, yeah, it's down.
Okay.
You know what? I'll roll anyway. Yeah, the other arm. You disarmed it.
Oh. just put a scratch.
I like to think you didn't even like attack the arm. Like you just like stabbed its heart or something, and then the other arm just went. Because these things are like barely together.
A flesh wound.
That I reduced this creature to 0. Is there one that's close to me?
How close?
It just says on your turn when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Unfortunately, there's not another one within melee.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
There are only 2 left, and the one that hasn't been touched yet is about 10 feet away from you, near the back of the room.
All right. Okay. That's fine. Wait. I haven't really moved, so could I move and do it?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a 25. So,
Let me check their single-digit AC. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Nat 20?
No.
Nat 1?
Well, no, it was one melee attack, so it was fine. But I rolled the least I could possibly get, which is 7 total damage.
Oh, wow. I think
Yeah,
it was a very desperate, like, yeah, I can get it in this turn. And that's why I did
that's what I get. That's what I get.
However, you do chop off an arm.
Oh, neat. Oh. Yeah, take that.
Nyhm, it is your turn. That one that Willow's fighting in melee is coincidentally just within 30 feet.
Any others?
And the other one is closer to you, but I would say is about 20 feet away from you, and no one's really on it.
Okay. I'll chuck another dagger to help Willow.
Okay.
If we have so many of those.
A bamboo straw like pops up out of the water, and Nyhm just throws a dagger and goes back into water.
17 on the die to hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was playing Tenchu.
Jeez. If I was playing Tenchu, I'd die as soon as I hit the water.
No, Fatal Shadows, you could hide in the water.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I completely forgot about that one. Sorry.
We're playing Dark Souls. What are you talking about?
You're not wrong.
Oh, if only in Dark Souls the Hollow's limbs just popped off when you hit him. That'd be really funny.
30 even.
You pinned that one into an Iron Maiden. So like the knife hits it and it like stumbles into an Iron Maiden and goes eek.
Nice.
I turn around, I go.
What song are they playing?
Oh no.
I'm
Number of
super
the Beast.
brain. Yeah, I was about to say I'm like brain farting right now. An Iron Maiden
And
songs.
another.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, and another bonus action to hide.
Okay. Then after you, it is Sir Godfrey's turn, and he can tell that you guys can handle it, and he doesn't really have any ranged weapons, so he's going to stay up on the balcony and say, "Up here!"
Does he wave too?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Because I was about to retcon my bonus action and throw a dagger at him.
He's too undead to care. And
Fair
then the single zombie that's mindless and doesn't have to worry about morale or anything just mindlessly walks over top of you, Nyhm, and it gets to Cazador.
I mean, I could easily avoid him.
If you don't move, it would literally walk on top of you like you were a stone or something, because you're so well hidden in there. It's a mindless zombie.
Well, no, I'm a tiny size. I can move through anybody else's square. So no, I'm not going to have them step on me.
Okay. 5 to hit with the bite on Kaz. I'm pretty sure it does not.
No.
I'm right beside Kaz, so guess what happens?
No character can have this low EC.
Sentinel?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
17 damage.
Okay, roll me a d20. Flat d20.
13.
You guys keep getting the arm ones. So, like, it goes to swing at you with that claw attack that it was going to do next. And Saxton pulls some Doom 2016 and grabs the arm and then breaks the bone and then stabs them in the head with their own broken bone.
Doom 2016, forget that. We're going Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal is better, but that's where I remembered from more.
That zombie was flashing.
It's on sale on Steam now.
Yep.
Return.
So, with that, it's mostly still in here. And Sir Godfrey is like, Strahd is upstairs. There's a stairway up here. I was wondering where you all went. I should be able to.
Did you not think to give us this information sooner?
Never had the time to.
Wait.
We kept splitting up.
Now that everything's still, do I recognize the Corvum?
Yeah, you and Nyhm clearly recognize that hat. It was very iconic.
Well, Willow was with him in the journey.
Willow would recognize the hat as well.
Oh.
I'm like,
I'm gonna.
Cazador's like, I like my skull hat. It's way cooler.
I'm gonna jump up there, grab one of those tapestries, and go back down to wrap up the body and take it upstairs. I'm gonna ask Sir Godfrey, how far away was the catacombs from there?
It was just down the hallway. I was right behind the rest of you when that trap went off and you all slid down there. No matter what I did, I couldn't activate it. Maybe it had to be a certain amount of weight to activate it. So I continued down that hallway, and it led me into the room behind this curtain here. And then I heard a quack on the other side of the curtain, and I came here to investigate.
For the time being,
there's some weird contraption in here that might be of use.
I was wanting to take his body back to the catacombs and put it with Hemlock's.
It'd be easier getting there from here, up here.
Oh, that's what I meant.
All right. So there's a lot of like chains and stuff dangling from the ceiling and whatnot. And even though this balcony is well up above the water, I think all of you have certain ways that you'd be able to climb up. I'm not even going to do checks for it. Even if, did any of you have like a grapple hook at all?
I can run up walls.
It could be easily enough, like whoever's up there, just like you throw them a rope and you climb up the rope, if nothing else. I know both Saxton and Nyhm could easily both hop up there.
Could just yeet a druid and a paladin.
Sure, we'll do that. You guys are fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Physically, I'm fine. Emotionally, I'm a Beanie Baby frog.
I've never heard of emotions being described as a Beanie Baby frog, but okay.
I saw that earlier, and I was like, that is me in this game.
So in one way or another, you all end up at the observation balcony. There are 2 large wooden thrones that rest on this balcony. Behind the throne hangs a red velvet curtain 30 feet long. The ceiling here is 10 feet high. And as you all go to move along, and you move past the curtains, you see a door, and then you open the door where there's a light source from the other side. And this room is a 30-foot square, rising 20 feet tall, flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations, spaced evenly around a circumference. Within each incantation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball, made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wooden-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a hedge. I'll say they have dwarf in here, but we're in Humblewood, and hedge, I think, has the same kind of wide build. Hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script at the base of the hourglass is a verse. Go any of you read it? Oh, actually, before you read it, 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of Batra knights on horseback, poised in a charge position with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. And that's everything. Oh, and there's 3 doors on the other side of the room. And Sir Godfrey will tell you that the middle door is the one that he came in from that leads back to the crypts.
All right. So I think now would be a good time for you to start leading us towards Strahd.
Did you want to go to the crypts, or did you want to go to Strahd?
I want to go to the crypts just to lay the body for right now.
Okay. As you go to do that, do any of you stay here and read what's on the hourglass at all, or anything?
I'll take a quick peek.
I'll stay in the room, but I'm not reading it.
Okay. It says, cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient master's womb. And yellow to the master's tomb. And I'm definitely posting that in Zoom for you.
What was our fortune?
That's important.
It's in the it's in the thing, right? I'll read it. I'll go find it.
I'm also putting this in Discord. This is my teeny baby frog. It's spaced better in Discord.
I told you. Okay, so the fortune that says you'll finally confront the Dark Lord. It says, I see a secret place, a vault of temptation hidden behind a woman of great beauty. The evil waits atop his tower of treasure. Does any of that sound like the stones that he was saying? Like
At least 3 of those things.
I don't know. Does it?
It feels like it. I don't.
That's up to you. It's part of the
I
adventure.
don't want to pick the wrong one.
I mean, the treasure, the tower, and the beauty were mentioned in both things.
I'm going to do what an old DM of mine, a fellow named online as Power Score RPG would do. There was the velvet leads to the mountain spire, orange to the castle's peak, red if lore is what you seek, green where the coffin's hide, indigo is the master's bride, blue is the tomb of womb or whatever, and yellow is the tomb.
Man.
I mean, at least we know now.
He would do that so much, but he was like the sadistic DM, so he'd be like, you could take the left tunnel, or you could take the right tunnel. take the left tunnel or the right tunnel. And the left tunnels always would be like a bad news. It'd always be bad news.
This is the same guy that had Strahd as like an NPC that was following us around in his campaign and was like the boyfriend of one of the characters. Yeah, it was
Good
great.
times. Good times.
That's where the first punch in the throat came from, right?
Yeah, that's where the first throat punch came from.
Meanwhile, Saxton, you took the body over to the crypts. So what exactly were you doing with it? I know you said you were going to put it with Hemlock's, but
yeah, I was just gonna lay it near Hemlock's crypt, so that when this is all over, they could be easily recovered.
Hemlock.
Okay, all right. I wasn't expecting to cry this early, but here we go.
You've been watching them all since it happened. They can't see you, though. You seem to be in a foggy realm. Everything seems to be made of fog. You can't make out their faces, but you can tell by their physical features that these are definitely... 2 of them are your former friends, and 2 of them are apparently new friends that they've made along the way. And you've probably been watching the whole time. And you see Saxton put down a body next to where your body's at. Tim Tam. Tim Tam. You've been wandering the mists for quite a while. You did get to meet a, for a certain part, you had clarity where you saw this Vulpin Paladin lady. And you were able to help her out. And that was pretty nice. But then you see a smaller figure take shape in the fog. And as you move that direction, you see Hemlock. He's facing away from you and looking at something.
I'll run to Hemlock. Hemlock, I found you. I've been looking for you for a long time.
Sounds like it's far off in the wind as you hear Tim Tam. And as you turn around, Tim Tam seems to just seem to appear through everything and show up.
Tim Tam! I'm crying. I'm crying.
And Tim Tam,
Are you okay?
are now seeing what she was seeing, where it's like the crypts, but like all the materials like made of fog, including the people. Like you see Saxton carrying something and putting it into a crypt. Something body-sized.
Oh, guys, I was in the forest. I was lost. That I found you.
Hemlock seems to be the only one that recognizes you or acknowledges you.
Tim Tam, I'm really sorry.
I'll take Hemlock's hand.
Okay.
Saxton, as you put the body in the crypt and you go to look up, you see 2 figures on the other side of the crypt holding hands, looking at you. One with a wide-brimmed hat, and another one wearing a floral little circlet. Do you do anything, Saxton?
Trying to figure out what I'm seeing.
Looks like you're old friends, but it's very faded. It's very hard to see. They seem to be looking at you. One of them waves.
How?
Hemlock and Tim Tam, you can hear Saxton, and it's got like reverb. It's kind of like in the distance. But no matter what you 2 say, Saxton can't hear you.
On your.
Do either of you do anything?
I'll try to take Saxton's hand too.
Yeah, me too.
They both reach out a hand for you to hold. Do you accept that?
I'll reach out towards them.
It's cold, but you can feel their hands touching yours. And Tim Tam and Hemlock, it's very warm, but you feel Saxton's hands. And then that's when the fog seems to consume everything. And both of you are gone again. And Saxton, just as soon as you were able to feel them, they seem to disappear in almost like dust, and like they were never there.
Strahd!
You all hear echo through the catacomb, including
Okay, I
those of
guess-
you that are in the fog.
Oh no. Are we
Lips.
still holding hands in the fog? Are we okay? Like, are we together? Please. They're gone.
Sorry, you already used me today.
Can I use my hero point?
No.
Oh. Man.
A black blur of fur goes blitzing back towards that room.
Okay. Where their spirits are, we'll leave up to the epilogue of the campaign.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back in the brazier room, you hear Saxton scream, Strahd, and just come running back into the room. Fur's all puffed up, all boosted.
Shall we go?
He dies now.
Should we toss the stone into the thing, or should we just wing it?
Well, Cazador is the one that read it, but out of character, I say we go ahead and toss the red stone into the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell everyone.
Sir
This thing is
Godfrey?
important.
Sir Godfrey says, "This might be a shortcut to get to Strahd. I could take you to him, but who knows how far through the castle we'll have to go. I just know the direction he's in. But who knows where this lore is that you seek? Could be in his library."
As well-
That's why we gotta ask this thing.
Well, not being here when it was read, who's going to catch me up?
Godfrey catches you up, and the text that's in Zoom and Discord is what's glowing runes are on the hourglass. So, to read it once more, cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange leads to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green is where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb.
Red to make him dead? Toss.
Okay. You toss the red stone into the flame, and the white flame that produces no heat turns red.
I'll walk into it.
And the sand starts to go down on the hourglass. You go into it, and you disappear.
Oh.
Hop.
Into the fire.
Cue Dragon Force.
You do carry on. What about us? Says Godfrey.
I guess that there is only one option.
Yeah.
And
The flame
we
turns
can-
white as the hourglass stops. And the sands out. And it rotates. Say it took about 30 seconds.
So I gotta toss another red? Is there another red thing?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stones and all those little coffers around it in various
Okay.
colors.
Okay. I was thinking, yeah, alright, okay. I'll toss another red in and jump in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright. Cue map transition. It was literally just like it just popped into existence. You all are immediately greeted by a blazing hearth fire that fills the room with rolling waves of red and amber light. Purely coincidental, I'm sure. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes. Their leather covers are well oiled and preserved with careful use. All is in order here. A stone floor is concealed beneath the thick, luxurious rug, and in the center of the room, where you all appeared, is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in the stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. Large, overstuffed divans and couches are ranged about the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood, not mahogany, unfortunately, I'm sorry, are padded leather seats, and back cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy, gilded frame. The rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. It is an exact likeness to Irina. And Sir Godfrey says, I sense we're closer, but I sense him past the fire, as he looks towards the portrait underneath the fire, or above the fire, sorry. I don't know what that was, but whatever.
Okay.
I will hop up on the hearth and try to take a look behind the painting, see if there's a secret door there.
There is not. I
Oh,
mean,
that
you can
sucks.
roll investigation, actually, since you're looking around for a secret door.
You've already told me that there's not.
Well, it's like on a passive.
Fair enough. 17.
You do not see one behind the portrait. However, there seems to be a door engraving behind the fire in the fireplace.
God, it's Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
I was thinking that very thing. Okay.
Does anyone check out any of the amazing books in here?
I'm gonna check out the fire implements and stuff, see if there's like a hidden button or lever.
All right, roll me investigation. I will send you all a picture of the human Tatiana. That is in the adventure for this part.
Tatiana or Irina?
This is Tatiana.
And
From
you
your
said
journal.
the picture was
Yeah, exactly. Irina looks
Okay.
just like her. But this lady's portrait matches exactly this Tatiana from the journal that you read.
Okay.
Imagine that, but like a Snow White Batra lady.
So I got 18 at investigation.
You see no secret lever or anything. In fact, you don't see any wood in the fireplace. But the fire's still going all the same.
Is the fire hot?
Yeah.
All right, who's got magic to snuff out a flame?
I didn't take that this time. I didn't think we needed it. Or I don't think I have it, actually.
Doesn't Nyhm have prestidigitation?
Sir Godfrey sighs, and he goes into the fireplace, catching on fire, and he stomps out the fire. Takes fire damage, and after a few moments, that fire damage disappears from him.
Can I control flames? The flames out of him?
Yeah, sure. And he says, thanks. And like half his face is already burned off, but it's like healing back.
It smells like rotten bacon.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Not the first time I've heard that. As he like pushes open the secret door.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm scared.
So I immediately want to go into hiding. Or stealthing, rather.
Okay. I'll actually roll stealth.
Okie dokie. 23.
Okay. Opening up this hidden door that's made of stone. Inside here, resting on the floor of the smoke-filled room, is a closed chest surrounded by piles of gold, silver, and copper coins. The fittings and clawed feet on the chest are evidence of great workmanship. Attached to the east wall, which is the opposite wall from where you guys came in from, are 2 torch sconces. The southernmost one holds a torch with an intricate metal base. The other is empty, a skeleton with broken plate armor, we'll say a Batra skeleton, to fit Strahd's theme, lies against the wall. The skeleton's right hand is on its throat, and the left hand holds a matching torch from an empty sconce. Looks like there's a few thousand coins on the ground. Most of them, by far, are copper. Oh, it's my chair. My chair's squeaky. Oh. Okay.
Sounds like it's time for WD-40.
Yeah. After the game.
Take the sconce from the corpse on the ground and place it back on the wall.
Doesn't it look like he choked to death? Is it such a wise idea to put that thing back?
The second you do that, a secret door creeps open. There wasn't even a silhouette of it, almost like it was magically hidden, as it opens up and goes further.
Never mind.
Obviously, he took the sconce off the wall and then either was poisoned or suffocated to death in here.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, do you want to try the chest to see if anything's in there?
Nope. I want to get this over with.
This ancient hall is choked with spider webs, broken by a single clear path down its center. It's 20 foot wide, ceiling 20 feet overhead. But I shouldn't have told you that because it's hidden behind thick webbing. Anyway, there's a lot of webs in here. You can see a big...
should I...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask Saxton, well, should I employ my famous spider removal technique?
I don't know. Ask Willow and Cazador. They had such good time with spiders last time.
Still got rid of them. Nobody was hurt. At least by my fire, anyway.
As we ponder that, I gotta go to the little DM's room. So we'll be back in 5. Sorry, folks.
We'll be back in fire?
Hey, everybody, and we're back. Sorry for the little bit of a pee break there, but a few of us had to go. It was getting a little suspenseful, I guess. Or nothing to do with all the drinks I had. But anyway. You guys are in the cobweb-filled hallway, and I think Nyhm was mentioning about doing something with fire.
I was offering that idea, but Saxton basically shot me down. So we'll do it the slow trotting way and just make our way through the hallway.
Okay. Everybody give me dexterity saving throws as you make your way through this thick webbing.
I thought we were going down the center of the hallway where the webbing was cleared.
No, the webbing's everywhere.
23 for the monk.
Okay.
24 for the rogue.
How about the paladin?
8 for the paladin who put anything in dex.
And the druid? How much?
11.
Ah, okay. I was like, wait a minute, I couldn't hear you. And I'll roll for the undead paladin, who's somehow more dexterous. Well, he got 10. So, Nyhm and Saxton, you get to the other side, and the rest of the party is restrained in the webs. Like, you're all literally stuck in the webs.
I think we should go back and help them.
You can try to escape if you want with the athletics or acrobatics.
Can I use- Go ahead, Lluis.
No, I was gonna do an acrobatics, but if you were going to do something before that, no.
Yes, I want to know if I can use my mage hand to use a dagger to cut them out of said webbing.
You're going to do that, and the dagger gets stuck in the webbing. However, Zen Wolf CT in chat has gifted a lot of quacks to give you, Nyhm, an advantage roll. So you have an advantage roll banked. So any d20 roll, you can roll an advantage with that.
I thank you because I know exactly how I want to use that.
For sneak attacks?
No, for something else.
Because if you have advantage on an attack, you auto sneak attack damage.
That's good to know, but in this case, he'll know. They'll get to know when I put this to use, if we get to it, and I'm hoping we do.
You can
If anything with fire,
Just secretive.
you can cut the webbing if you want.
Is that to
if
me or Saxton?
Yeah, both of you, but mostly you, Nyhm, because you were trying to use the dagger to cut. The mage hand was too weak, and like the dagger just kind of got stuck in the webbing.
anything with fire, Nyhm?
No.
You shot that idea down not 2 minutes ago. Cut them out. Let's not set our friends on, well, our allies on fire.
All right, Dave Coulier.
Who?
Cut it out.
What are you
Oh
talking
my
about?
God. Oh my god.
No, Nyhm is still in character. What the hell are you talking about?
All right, I'll go start pulling the paladins out.
All right.
Wait. Since all my damage is turning to fire, non-flammable fire damage, can I like punch my way out of the web?
No, because you're restrained. Actually, wait, no. Restrained doesn't prevent you from attacking, does it?
I think I have disadvantage.
You just had disadvantage, yeah. Yeah, roll to hit at disadvantage then. And
With an
Saxton,
unarmed attack.
you just roll to hit normally.
So 23.
Okay, and roll your damage.
What a
What's
waste
your-
of a nat 20, by the way.
Oh, and just like your unarmed strike,
It-
right?
Yeah, it's 2 fire damage.
Okay, that for as little as it does, the fire seems to work really well. It burns away a lot of it. Well, not a lot of it, but more than you were expecting.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Did he do damage or?
Yeah, I'd assume slashing damage because you're trying to cut him out.
Seven.
You get good work on it. Whose webbing are you slashing at? Because there's Willow, there's Cazador, and there's Godfrey.
I get Cazador free, so then he can use more fiery attacks to help get the rest out.
Okay, it's thinning out pretty good after his tiny little fire punch, and you're slashing, but he's still restrained in it. Nyhm tried the dagger, and the mage hand and dagger were kind of like fussing with the webbing. Willow, do you
21 to hit.
attempt a acrobatics or athletics check to get out?
Can I do athletics, please? Yes.
Okay.
29.
You were able to brute force your way out of it. And Sir Godfrey's the same.
No, I'm going to try something.
And then you got 29 to hit, roll damage.
Who?
You said you got 29 to hit, right?
No, I had 21 to hit.
Oh, well, it still hits.
8.
And you finish cutting out Cazador.
I was going to try to use a Word of Radiance. Would that be able to, AoE?
No, but it would just do automatic radiant damage. But regardless, everyone's now not restrained in their webbing. And you go to the other side, and you can see a pair of arched bronze doors of ornate design.
Shove them open.
They don't move.
Is there anything written on them?
They do have handles on them.
Pull them open.
And they open.
My God.
You can hear the rain and thunder outside, and the air in here is cold and damp. The veils and curtains of webbing fill the room, making it hard to gauge the width and depth. A single narrow path leads from the dark center of the room with a rope that dangles from high above. But besides that, this appears to be a dead end.
Sir Godfrey?
So, okay.
Suggestion.
He looks to the left.
Nyhm, you want to try to yank on that rope with your mage hand?
If it's attached to anything solid, it's not going to do anything.
It looks like you know the ropes that they would use for PE for climbing up. It's like one of those kind of ropes, and it's covered. It's covered in webbing, and it seems to be lost up above. You don't know where it leads.
Is it the kind of kind of rope that's attached to a bell sometimes in a belfry?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, no matter what I do, mage hand wouldn't do squat for that.
Godfrey said to the left, right? So what's to the left?
Willow was like, Godfrey, and then he's looking to the left. There's just a bunch of webbing all over the wall. I sense him in that direction.
I'm going to try to pull on the rope.
You pull on the rope, and you hear a loud, long gong, and the whole place reverberates.
So it was a bell.
But who does it toll for?
Well, you're the one that rang it.
Coming down from the webbing above are a bunch of giant spiders. As we roll initiative.
Okay, to be fair, at least I'm not the one causing the spider fracas.
Yeah, and I kind of hope one of you can speak to spiders, because they're going to have a funny-ass conversation.
How many are there?
5.
Well, I don't.
Dirty 20.
21.
Okay. 21. What did Willow get?
16.
Oh, Jeanette in chat, aka Uncanny Adventures, is like, not again. And then what'd you get?
22.
Wow, everyone got pretty close there. So, Dim, you were first to go. The nearest spider, I'll say, is about 10 feet up in the webbing.
Are there any...
I can talk to them.
Do you say that as a free action?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will... Are there any places where I can hang on the wall, like from scones or from a hearth top or anything like that?
I'll say there's so much webbing in here that I'll say you're able to actually like stick to it without fully restraining yourself.
Okay. Actually I had a better thought. I'm going to use my my bonus action to hide and go back behind the doors that are still open.
Okay.
So at least I get full cover. I will ready an action, however. I will chuck a knife if any of them are hostile and get within 5 feet of any of our allies.
Okay. Then
You're a sneak attack bitch.
ooh, Jeanette.
I'm a rogue. Jeanette's been what?
She's been saving up points for this session.
dear.
Cazador, it is your turn.
I'll speak with animals.
Okay. What do you say anything to him?
Cold, my arachnic friends.
What the hell? That was so loud. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm sorry about the noise.
I haven't
It won't
slept in
happen
3
again.
days. The wife keeps talking to me about taking care of our 500 children. And I finally get
If
to a
you-
break.
If you stop right there, I'll give you food.
I don't need
And heal
food,
your
I
wound.
need sleep. As it starts heading towards you angrily.
Go to fucking sleep. You will die. We bring fire with us.
I would rather die.
Okay.
Spoken like a true married man.
God.
What about your 100 kids, you bastard?
Spoken like a true married man.
That's when it cuts to showing the literal text of the adventure, where it says, the sound causes 5 giant spiders to drop down from their webs and attack. They only attack if attacked or the bell sounds.
You roped us into that, Scotty.
No, I didn't. I just said there was a rope there, and Saxton was like, I'm going to pull it. And you were like, I'm not going to pull it.
Okay, fine. Saxton roped us into this. I'm getting that rope pun in one way or the other.
But Cazador,
Don't get
is
tied
that an
up with it.
action for the Speak with Animals?
Yeah.
Okay. They
Pretty
all,
sure.
they all look like they were like studying for finals, and this was like the day after
Oh,
they'd finished their
no.
finals and they wanted to sleep. And you just like put 2 air horns like stereo on their heads as they tried to sleep.
So I have to ask,
yeah.
what would the giant spiders be studying?
Web
Web design?
development.
Economics.
Yeah.
Where-
You're all correct. You're all correct. Saxton,
But I
it is your
mean, they
turn.
are like an animal handable. At all.
Oh, yeah, you can try it. I will be at disadvantage because they're very angry and creaky.
Okay, that's not bad actually. So 118, that's a 17 plus, so 17 plus 3. Yeah,
20.
20. A dirty 20.
Fine, just give us food and we'll go back to bed. Fuck.
Taco Bell, preferably, please. I like the
I'll give them. I'll give.
quesalingua.
I will give them some rations.
We don't need any
Right, okay,
Russians. No, I'm joking. I know you said rations.
When the snow starts speaking Finnish.
So Cazador goes to give them food, and they look like they go from hostile to neutral? Question mark. It's your turn, Saxton. They don't seem super
Oh.
interested in the food, but they are not like aggressively moving towards you guys anymore.
Don't sound the bell again. They are really annoyed about that.
The food you throw, it looks like you paused time because like all the pieces just get stuck in the webbing, so it's just like.
That's a really nice thick webbing, by the way, guys.
How many spiders are there?
5.
5?
5. And he's like, yeah. My wife made it. It's kind of her hobby. She likes weaving.
Very nice. What's her name?
Margaret.
So when the bell tolled, did like any door or crack open on the wall?
No, just the ones in my arachnid brain.
I won't attack, but I'll hold a cantrip in case they get aggressive and get within range.
Is that guy gonna cast a spell? There's this one dude here that has like pointy fangs and he can cast spells, and he's putting off the kind of the same kind of vibes. That spider looks at Saxton suspiciously.
It's a Canadian spider.
I don't know.
Does the funny guy come here often?
He was here I don't know. We don't know time. I've been awake for a few days. It was before then.
Just go back and don't move, because when you don't move, you're invisible. That's the spider brain.
Yeah, fair enough. If you ring that bell again, I'm gonna lay eggs in your stomach, and they'll just climb up.
Please do.
What?
It was the please too that got me. Please do. I felt like
Inspiration point of Cass doesn't have it, specifically because I was like, please talk to him.
I think I had inspiration.
Okay. And it's
so yeah,
then
no.
that Sir Godfrey completely ignoring the spiders, because he's like, oh, they can handle spiders. It's not like they almost got TBK'd by them before.
Only half the party.
Is clearing out webbing in the left corner near the doorway you guys came in. And he's like, and he wipes his hand around. And it seems like there's edges to a door.
No, Sir Godfrey. Margaret put a lot of effort in that. Okay.
I guess it's
That
good.
sucks.
I guess it's good I'm here, or you guys probably would have never found this place. And he looks at the camera, apathetically.
Push against the wall.
You open the door?
Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Please be a secret door. Push.
Oh yeah, it's a secret door. And you push it open. Actually, no, it does not push open. You pull it open.
It doesn't have a handle.
There's like a
You can work
groove.
your
There's like
closet.
a groove in the inside, like in between two of the bricks. And just
It's got a sensor up top. It just opens like a grocery store.
this octagonal vault is free of dust and cobwebs. The domed ceiling, 40 feet above, is painted black and sparkles with a display of stars and unfamiliar constellations. Barely contained within this vault is a square tower, 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlemented roof. And perched on top is the man of the hour. And he says, "Good evening," as we roll initiative.
Welcome to the Octagon, bitch.
I don't think it's octagonal. I think it's actually circular.
Wrong music. It'd be more of like Ganon's
Wow.
boss music.
Way off.
Yeah.
I can't think of like Ganon's boss music from any of the specific ones, but whatever. Anyway, initiatives.
And a Castlevania song.
Oh yeah, Bloody Tears just starts up. The iconic. Wow, Sir Godfrey. Shit. He got dirty 20. Willow, what'd you get?
7.
As you feel the wheels of fate turning, as you seem to have encountered him in the fated location. Saxton, what'd you get?
22.
You won 22s.
I like my advantage on initiative.
Cazador, what'd you get?
Fucking 9.
Fucking 9. Okay. And
Fucking
Nyhm.
Catalina wine mixer.
Sorry. Brain just short circuited with two people talking at once. 18 for Nyhm.
Okay. So Saxton, you are actually first.
Okay, where is he in this room?
He is 30 feet up at the top of the tower. This weird blackish, greenish metal tower.
Is there like a landing up there or something, or is he just floating?
You assume it's flat because he's perched on the edge. Like he was expecting you to be here.
Oh, I'm just gonna run right up that wall and punch him in the face.
Okay.
$18 to hit.
18 hits.
Actually, you said we're 30 feet up.
Yeah.
Can I grapple him?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Are you about to try and suplex him down to the ground?
You grapple
I'm
him.
gonna RKO.
You grapple him, and he kind of just puts an eyebrow up and smirks. And you see like a toothy grin.
And then I want to RKO
now,
him off
now
to the side.
Saxton, I know it's been a while, but you don't have to be this
RKO.
aggressive about
Struggle snuggles.
it. Sorry, that was great out of context. But so you've got him grappled.
And I want to try to shove him off over that ledge towards the ground.
Okay.
So what do I need to do? A strength or something?
It is a roll to hit versus his athletics.
I just netted.
What was your total?
So 29.
You go to shove him, and you almost break your arm as he doesn't even budge. Oh, trying to knock me down from a high place. Not the first adventure that has tried that.
Yeah, Fury of Blows.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
High round.
No.
18.
Oh, you notice that it's a flat plane up here, like a 20 by 20 square at the top here, but 20 hits, yes.
And 14 damage.
Okay.
I need a deck save.
Okay. 26.
Bitch. I'll hit him again.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
9 damage.
Okay.
And I need a deck save.
Can you describe these attacks that you're doing? Like what are they specifically?
Well, since I've got him grappled, I'd be trying to leg sweep and kick him, or claw his legs, I guess. Or
No, don't lie. You're just headbutting him over and over.
okay, yeah.
And then what's the dex saves for? Is that like a sweeping attack that would knock him prone or something?
Yes.
Okay, he lets you on the second one knock him prone.
You actually fall. He moves 15 feet.
Oh, okay. He's now standing on the wall, looking over at you.
I'm still grappled to him.
Yeah.
You can't grapple and shove him, can you?
No. You're
So
you're
what-
forcing him to move, or you're holding him and he can't move. Or you spend half your movement while you're grappling to drag them while grapple.
I could do that and try to bring him down to the ground.
Well, you've already done all of your attacks, and then you like pushed him into the wall, and he's just like standing sideways on the wall, and he's like looking up, so he's looking sideways at you. Not too amused. You notice that the attacks that you did immediately negate damage-wise. Like they
Even if
never
they're
happened.
magical.
Yep, like they never happened.
Okay.
And he like wipes off some of the dust on his suit. Or some of the webbing that got off of you and got on him a little bit. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Up next is Sir Godfrey, who can't do shit. He's stuck on the ground. Wait.
Can't he-
Humblewood raptors can glide. I don't know if they can do like the jump glide thing.
I mean, he can still run up the stairs, can he?
What stairs?
I thought you said there were stairs.
Nope, I never said there were stairs in here.
Well, this is going to become a problem.
This is a big blackish greenish metal tower that's like inside of a tower, essentially. Like you guys are like in a tower, and then there's like a blackish metal tower in this room as well, and it's got like arrow slits, and that's like all you see on it. You don't see any way to get in at all. So let me double check the raptor race from the Humblewood campaign setting. So how's everybody else's night doing? Pretty good?
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, no, this one doesn't have the
Yeah.
one where they can like jump and then glide. I think only the Gallus have that. But anyway.
Can he at least try climbing?
Actually, yes, because he has talons. All right, I'll make him roll athletics check at advantage because his talons. As my chair squeaks. Well, the nat 19 with the advantage, he starts climbing up, so he climbs up 15 feet. So he's like halfway up. I'll say he dashes. Actually, no, he can't, because he doesn't have a natural climb speed. So that 15 feet was like his full move. And action. The action of climbing. Yeah, okay, that's his turn. So after Sir Godfrey, we go to Nyhm.
Finally, I've had this plan in my head forever. So, step 1, haste on me.
Okay.
That's a good plan.
It gets better once I get my next turn. So that gives me an immediate extra action, and I can double my movement speed. So from 40, it becomes 80. I'm going to ricochet off the walls up to Strahd, light my sun sword, and sneak attack him because he's right there next to Saxton.
He went from like not caring to the second this sword lit up, looking very surprised, kind of like Perfect Cell when Vegeta did Final Flash.
I don't what? Ah!
Yeah.
So here's hoping that I can actually hit.
Oh, if only somebody gave you advantage earlier.
I told you I'm holding on to that, and I'm hoping they'll appreciate me holding on to that. Now stop trying to make me use it.
Only someone had advantage on the roll.
Yeah. What's my hit on that? Jesus, 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Whew. So that is 1d8 plus 6 radiant, 7d6 sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers. $35 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 41 because of the plus 6 radiant damage.
Ooh, okay. Give me just a moment because I have to do some math on that. 46 or 41?
46. No,
Okay.
46.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes. Stop confusing me.
Oh, I was confused. I was trying to make sure. All right. You hear something, like, it just sounds like something, a possibly large shatter somewhere in the castle. And Strahd looks pissed at you as he uses a legendary action to reach out at you now.
He can't. With my mobility feat, he can't attack me.
He's using a legendary
Yes.
action.
Oh, so that, okay, shit.
Let's see. Does 16 hit?
No, haha.
Okay. He doesn't.
Sorry.
He doesn't grab you.
I'm sorry. I'm really excited. I finally get to start this shit.
It's the Strahd battle. You have a right to be excited. But unfortunately, it's his turn next. So,
No, I'm not done.
Oh,
You always do this.
Nani?
You always cut me short.
Nani. Okay, so he doesn't do his legendary
He's
action.
done that in like.
He doesn't
20
do that legendary action yet. Then the fate will.
Jesus Christ,
The
God.
outcome will still be the same, but he can't do that till the end of your turn.
Okay, that's great, because for the rest of my movement, I need to ask if there are any rafters up above.
There are not. There's a painting of stars up above, though.
Okay.
About 10 feet.
Then I will use my remaining movement to go back down to where I was and use my bonus action to hide.
You could stand on top of the tower, and it's like a flat square plane.
He'd be a little too close for comfort on that one.
Fair enough.
I'm effectively putting Willow and Cazador in between me and him immediately after my attack.
Okay.
And rolling for the bonus action to hide. 32.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Then Strahd would have not used his legendary action then. Because he wouldn't have been able to strike you. Because of your mobility feat. Because that would have been the reactionary attack of opportunity. If you did not have the mobility feat.
Are you able to hide while carrying the
actually,
sun?
You know what? As a legendary action, he moves up. And he's upside down on the ceiling. And he's looking down at Saxton.
So he's now 40 feet up.
Yeah, now 10 feet above Saxton.
Nice.
Okay, so he just took radiant damage. So that's good for you guys.
He just took a lot of radiant damage.
That's relative. And I need a wisdom saving throw from Saxton. As he stares right at him.
Oh no.
18.
Okay.
Okay. You feel some magical sway come on you, and you shake it off.
I was about to say, even if I get charmed, I have the ability to just like, no.
And he decides to walk to the other side of the ceiling. And that's his turn. After him, it is Cazador's turn with the fucking 9, as I wrote down. Very important.
What do you mean by the other side of the ceiling?
Okay, so he's no longer visible from where you guys are at. Is essentially what that means.
Okay.
Like if you went around this tower, you could probably see him on the ceiling, hanging upside down.
Oh. Okay. Oh, because it's like a. So we're like in a donut, right?
It's kind of, yeah. Like a hollow.
Okay, then.
Like the opposite of a hollow tube, where like the middle is filled,
Yeah.
but the outer part isn't.
Yeah, we're like in between two cylinders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then I will try to move so I can see him.
All right, you do, and you do.
Oh, so yeah, I've heard you hate sunlight. And I will cast Sunbeam, 7th level, in his face.
All right. What all does that entail?
It's an undead. He's an undead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has disadvantage in a con save.
All right, so he needs to make a con save?
Yeah.
He got 22.
Okay.
Oh, he has disadvantage. 15.
He fails.
Microphone.
US. He fails.
There you go.
So he takes.
He decides to not fail.
Okay, then he takes half of 42
So 21 damage.
sunlight radiant damage, and also now. I'm not sure. Yeah. So now I have a 30-foot sunlight radiant aura around me. So it's like moonbeam, but with sun, and also I'm sunshine now.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Oh yeah, that's an action. And I moved, so yeah.
Instead of recoiling, he actually uses his legendary action to drop down from the ceiling, his wings wide open, and he glides down towards you at supernatural speeds. And he's almost on top of you as that legendary action ends. Then it is Willow's turn.
So how far away is he, since Cazador is like right next to me, right?
30 feet at most.
No, Cazador ran around this tower. He was on the other side.
Okay.
And you see sunlight glow from the other side. That's a 30-foot movement to get over there.
May I interrupt real quick?
Mm-hmm.
We're still under the effects of the beam, right? So we get +1 on saves and
Mm-hmm.
one of the +1 on saves.
And you have +1 on your armor class as well. Keep that in mind.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
While the beacon shines, you all and everyone who poses Strahd gets a +1 bonus to armor class in saving throws, as long as you're in Barovia.
So I run the 30 feet.
All right, you run over just in time to see Strahd swooping down to attack Cazador, but he's about 10 feet above you.
Okay. He's 10 feet above me now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can do my bonus action first, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to cast Spirit Shroud and call forth the spirits of the dead. So I'm just gonna pull Tim Tam and Hemlock to help me. And say fuck you. And also pull out the holy symbol of Ravenkind and hold this bitch if I can.
That's 5 charges, right?
Nope, it's 1 charge. Sunlight is 5 charges.
Con save?
Yep. Wait, let me check. No, wisdom save.
Okay. He got a 23.
Bitch. Okay, that's fine. I knew it was a gamble, so yeah. I'm just gonna pull out my sword and just hold it.
Okay.
I
That's
want to
your turn?
know that.
Yeah.
Again, he finished. Oh no, because it was his legendary action, right? No, never mind.
He will use his legendary action after you do that to move back up towards the top of the tower. So he moves 30 feet back up. He's like on the side of the tower, out of the sunlight.
Since he got inside of my sunlight area, does he take damage?
He would at the beginning of his turn, but it's not the beginning of his turn.
Oh, it's all legendary because he has like 10,000.
And then at the end of Willow's turn, it is Saxton's turn.
I'm going to charge and grapple him again.
All right, you move 20 feet, and you look over the edge, and he's just on the other side.
All right. Like I said, I will try to charge and grapple him.
Okay, roll to hit.
19.
Yep, he's grappled. You grab his hand. Say. By the wrist, because it's not platonic.
I tried to hit again. Like slash at him. 17.
17 hits.
Okay. He'll take 9 slashing magical damage.
Okay.
And I need a con save.
Ooh, 10.
I punch him in the nuts, and he's now stunned with stunning strike. He's now paralyzed.
Nah.
Nah.
Nah. He uses legendary resistance.
Fury of blows.
Okay.
21.
Yep.
9 more damage.
All right.
Give me another con save.
You got an 8 that time.
Again in the nets. Stunning strike. He's now paralyzed.
Now he's stunned.
No.
Stunning strike, right?
Yeah. And when he's stunned, that means he's like paralyzed.
No. Paralyzed is another step up. They're different conditions.
Stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move and speak freely, so he's incapacitated.
Mm-hmm. All right. And that's your turn.
Well, I still get one more attack from Fury of Blows.
All right. Do you have advantage because he's stunned?
Yes. And 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's 11 damage.
Okay.
And I need a dex save.
I believe
At
he can't
disadvantage.
pass that while stunned.
Well, then he would fall 15 feet to the ground.
You're grappling him, though.
I would yank him 15 feet to the ground.
So you'd let go of your grapple so he could fall to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so he falls 30 feet, meaning he takes some falling damage. I was calculating what the falling rules were again. He would normally have glided as a Batra, but he's stunned, so he can't do that. Okay.
And
It
all
lands
attack
right in front of
rolls-
Cazador and Willow.
And all attack rolls against him now have advantage. That's my turn.
All right. After you, it is Sir Godfrey's turn. Sir Godfrey spends another round getting up to the top of the tower.
He can glide down to where Strahd is now.
Can't see that. He's on the opposite side.
And
So that's all he gets to do in his turn, unfortunately. Then it is Nym's turn.
dearie me. He's on the ground. He's prone. I get,
He is not prone, but he is stunned.
well, regardless, I get sneak attack and attack roll advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So I'm going to hold off on my other plan for now. I'm still keeping that D20 banked. I am, however, going to use my movement to rush over to him and swing at him twice with my wonderful little sword.
Okay. Do you have 2 attacks?
3. I'm gonna have haste.
Oh, that's right.
And didn't you say he fell near Cazador?
He landed right in front of Cazador and Willow.
So
Who were on the other side from where I was. I went to them, they moved around.
well, I'm just saying, since he's near an ally, don't you get your sneak attack again?
I get that because he's he's
You,
stunned.
you get it from multiple reasons.
Yes.
23 to hit.
Yep.
Yay. So many dice. So many dice. Un momento.
Does he roll this con save on your turn or at the end of his turn? Or I think it's at the end of his turn. Because then he couldn't do anything on his turn.
To the next of my end of my next turn.
Okay. So he doesn't get
20
to roll anything. Good. Let's
Sorry.
keep track of. 20 what?
29 radiant damage for the first attack.
Oh, hey, look at that. I gotta pull out the calculator again. Weird.
Sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry.
And then what'd you get on the second one?
I'm rolling that now. That is a nat 20.
Okay. roll me D100. As we pull out our now infamous Xanathar's lost notes to everything else. Available in the DM's Guild.
Shit. 74. I was hoping for higher.
No, you weren't.
Eh?
What is it?
Oh boy, it's a triple.
Roll all of your attack damage dice at 3 times instead of double.
Oh, jeez. I don't have that many dice. I'm going to have to grab my roller. 3d8, 7, 14, 21d6.
No, you already did your sneak attack damage on the first strike, didn't you? You can
I
only
did it
do
for
that
the
for
second
one
one.
one attack.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Nope. 1 attack
He's-
per round. Yeah, per round.
I thought that was negated with haste.
Nope. That just gives you an extra action.
Can I retcon sneak attack from the other one?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You didn't know what your result was
I-
going to be for the second attack.
Of course I didn't, but I still wanted to try. That would have been 21d6.
It's still triple.
It's true. So, what's that weapon? That is 27 radiant damage on the second one.
Okay.
And
Yep.
I will use my,
Yep.
Okay. I will use my movement to, I can perch on the top of the tower inside this tower and get an eye around the entire area, correct?
If you can climb 30 feet up, yeah.
I can jump.
Your movement speed is doubled, so you're up there.
Cool. And I will still try to use my bonus action to hide, though.
Okay.
Is that still applicable?
Yeah.
Okay. So 30 to hide.
You can't really hide from Sir Godfrey, but you are hiding really well from anyone who's
That's
not
fine.
at the top.
My turn.
Okay. After you, Nyhm, it is Strahd's turn. And he can't do anything because he's stunned. So we go to Cazador's turn.
Wait, is he in my sunlight radius?
He's right on you. So he is in the sunlight radius. He falls over, burning to ash.
As in dead or just burning?
Like, he turned to ash and then mist.
He's dead.
And there's silence in the room.
What? That's it?
He went to ash and then to mist. I'm concerned.
Sir Godfrey, actually, you know what? We'll stay in initiative. It is actually your turn, Cazador, because that happened at the beginning of his turn. You keep focus on sunlight.
Yeah. I will, Sunbeam. I will recast Sunbeam. Well, resummon the Sunbeam where the ashes are. Because it's the only thing Cazador can think about right now.
Okay, there's just a bunch of mist where his ashes are at, as you put the sunbeam there. You see the mist move out of the sunlight and move into the cracks in the wall and disappear. And then that's when it's
The
Willow's
Sunbeam
turn.
doesn't hit.
What were you saying, Lluis?
I mean, if the Sunbeam doesn't, because it's like a 5 feet area. I don't know, it's a line actually. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, I'm sorry. Catch me up. He's ash, and he turned into mist or something.
Nyhm stabbed him real good twice.
Mm-hmm.
Then went up to the top of the tower and hid. And then what was left of him, because he was really bloodied at that point, burned away from the sunbeam spell at the beginning of Strahd's turn. And then at the end of Cazador's turn, that ash pile is still there, but there was like a cloudy mist above it, and it just like went into the gaps, tiny little cracks in the stone wall.
I turn. Where's Godfrey? He's like up there, so he doesn't see me. Never mind.
He didn't get a chance to do anything cool.
Godfried, do you feel Strahd around you, or did we do it?
I don't sense him anymore, but I'm still here. How queer.
Does he regenerate? Does he go somewhere to rest, heal?
That's when he has an epiphany. He's like, we need to find his coffin. And he jumps down from the tower and glides down.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You can roll religion checks or arcana checks. Because apparently in Tasha's Cauldron, or whatever, they actually finally listed for each of the creature types what skill checks you need when you're doing a knowledge check on them. So it's arcana or religion for vampires.
17 for religion.
I got a rock.
19.
Well lower.
Saxton and Willow would know that he is not truly dead just yet. He has been poofed into a misty cloud. And he gets back to his coffin quick enough. He can heal up again.
Shit, we don't even know where we are in the castle. Hang on.
Wait, he was able to do that even within direct sunlight?
I'm gonna have to retcon. He was technically in sunlight. Strahd can't hide his surprise as death takes him into the black abyss. Surprise turns to rage, and the pillar stone of Ravenloft trembles with fury, shaking dust from the ceiling of his very own tomb, deep in the catacomb. The shudders abate as Strahd's burning hatred melts away, and is replaced at last with relief. And the dark orbs of his eyes wither and sink into his skull. His corpse deteriorates before you. In a matter of moments, only bones, dust, and noble garb remain. Strahd von Zarevich, the Dark Lord of Barovia, is dead and gone.
Oh my god, I didn't do anything that fight. But yeah, holy shit.
So,
oh my god.
Master!
That kind of
Says a voice from outside the room. A dusk feather with a dusky brown feathers has a face mask of terror and looks at you, at what you have wrought, and screams as we stay in initiative.
Oh. Is this still my turn?
That's feather for the dark ducks.
We're rewinding a bit. So that technically happened during Strahd's turn. So we're actually going to go back to you, Cazador.
Oh, so it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So the Dark Feather came in where we are.
Yes. He's actually right outside the secret doorway, and he's wielding scimitars.
Can you remind me what a Dark Feather was?
It's one of the duck gallus.
Okay, so it's the guys
If
being
you
encountered
remember,
when
there's
the
only
circus thing.
There's only the males left because Strahd killed all the females.
Yeah.
And that one guy had his wings clipped, and he wanted you guys to help find his sister, Katrina.
They're kind of like
Petro?
the elves of
Whatever. You guys saw her crypt.
Yeah. It's hostile.
Yes.
Then I will sunbeam him instead of Strahd's remains.
Okay, so he gets a con save.
Yeah. It's not undead or anything or a noose, right?
not undead. However, he would still fail the 13.
Yeah. 35 radiant damage, but no special thing other than that.
Okay.
Fairly certain 35 radiant damage is rather special.
Yeah, that's a heck of a beam.
But it's super cool when you do it on that.
Yeah, no one here would recognize him. Hemlock would have, though.
Yeah, Callie does too.
The spirit of Hemlock that's still around Willow says, just a murmur in the wind, Rahadin.
Rahadin.
Lover of the Russian queen?
No,
Barovia's lover.
Damn, that cat really has gone.
It was somebody on Twitter a really long time ago said Rahadin, Planescape's greatest love machine or something like that.
He's definitely not. Oh my god, he is not.
No, I know.
He's even less likely to get laid than Strahd. But anyway. Is that your turn, Cazador? As you just turn it towards him and he cooks him a bit?
Yeah, but that's everything, yeah.
Willow, it is your turn.
How far away is this fool?
15 feet away.
I ran up to him and I'm like, yeah.
As you run up to him, you hear in your mind the screams of thousands of folk dying in agony. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Hey, you only take 8 psychic damage.
Cool. I'm still in the triple digits. That's fine. I'm gonna hit this fool. With a 27.
27 hits.
And I'll just do the second attack too. 22.
Yep.
Is he undead?
Nope.
He's not? Wow,
nope.
Okay. What else is it?
He's none of those things.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That's all I need to know. I'm going to
that you know of. You haven't really detected it if he's, you haven't done detection evil and good or whatever.
For the mechanics of the Divine Smite thing, it's a no then.
Do you Divine Smite?
Yeah, I'm gonna Divine Smite.
Okay, then no.
Okay. I'll do second level. So that's 5 because I have 2 for the first level and then 1 for the second level, and then the Hemlock and Tim Tam 1, and then the extra one.
Yep, that'd be 5.
The advanced Divine Smite. Yep. Okay. And then the regular.
Are there any saves for the Spirit Shroud that he has to take? I don't think so.
Let me see.
I think it's just you do extra, either cold, necrotic, or radiant damage, I think.
It deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature. The damage is radiant, necrotic, or cold. I'm gonna say radiant. And any creature that takes this damage cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
That's what the other. I knew there was another thing. I was just trying to remember what it was.
In addition, any creature of your choice that can see that starts its turn 10 feet of you has its speed reduced by 10 feet, but that doesn't matter.
So you reduce Rahadin's speed by 10.
Yeah.
Both Hemlock and Tim Tam are holding hands, by the way.
Oh. Do you want me to separate the radiant from the regular, or just
Nah.
add it all together?
All together.
Okay.
Like as four wise beetles once said, all together now. Oh, we need a bug.
31 for.
Sorry, 31.
31 for the first attack.
Okay. Humblewood needs an insect race, so we can have like beetle folk, and now just have 4 bards and they're the beetles.
That would be really cool.
And the second one, I'm gonna do a divine smite at 2nd level as well.
Does the spirit shroud also stack on that one?
I
think it's only one attack.
Let me check.
It's like does it say like on your next attack?
Any attack you make, it deals 1d8 extra damage.
Well, shit, go for it. It's another
because
same amount of damage dice.
Okay, I think it's 5, right?
Yep.
I might be wrong. Okay, oh no. Oh no. You're not gonna believe this, but 31 damage.
Wow. Okay. So you beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and I think they
Chip off part of his beak and he like spits it out of his mouth. He's got a black eye. Huge gash wound from your strike.
Yeah, what can you do? I'm gonna yeah. I'm gonna use my channel divinity, and I'm gonna choose him, and he's within 10 feet of me, and I gain advantage on attack rolls against him from 1 minute.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how long he's gonna last, but yeah, that's it.
Okay. After you, it is Saxton's turn.
That's still be
Saxton,
really
you're at the top of the tower. I think about it. You dropped him. That's the last thing you did.
I would glide down to the ground.
Okay.
How much of that movement would eat up?
30.
Is this newcomer within 25?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who he is, but he just broke into the wrong rec room. So I'll charge and attack him.
You see him wearing studded leather armor that has the same crest as Strahd's noble crest on it.
Yes.
Well, that's not going to last.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19 hits.
It's 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
It worked before. Give me a con save.
$24.
Okay. My second attack, 22.
Hits.
That's 7 damage.
Okay.
Use Fury of Blows.
He's pretty bloody.
18 to hit.
18 hits. But he's bleeding.
That's 9 damage, and I need a strength save.
Okay. He's just taking your hits. It's like the loser in a MMA battle, or you're just wailing on him, and he's just taking it. Like, it's not like he's tanking it. It's just blow after blow, and he's still standing. Not by much, though. Strength, you said?
Yes.
10.
Knock him prone.
Okay.
And final fury blows. 23.
23 hits. Remember, you have advantage if you didn't roll.
Oh, well, shit.
Just for the chance to crit.
Still higher. 9 damage.
Okay.
And a deck save.
Okay, he has disadvantage because he's prone. Yeah, 8 will not pass.
Yeah. I kick him so hard he goes sliding 15 feet along the ground.
Alright, I'll see he's outside the room in that cobweb room. Because he was like at the doorway.
If only his corpse had hit the bell and alert the spiders. That's my turn.
Okay. Nyhm. You're at the top of the tower.
So I need to take a quick moment real fast. I had 2 things that I was going to plan to use my banked D20 on, and I have to know if they would have worked or not. Do you want me to wait until after the game, or can I ask now?
We'll wait after.
Okay. In that case, since I've got 80 feet of movement, I will go straight up to him and take both of my attacks.
He's prone, so you have advantage on both.
Yay.
The cobwebs move from the wind after you've already moved.
17 on the die there. So 17 plus 11, 28 to hit.
Yep.
Yay. I'm going to save my sneak attack for the second damage, just in case. So 13 radiant damage on that swing.
How do you end him?
Ooh. Using my speed and seeing him prone, I effectively just drag the blade slightly into the ground and just slice him in two as I move past.
Okay. He looks at you in anger, and you swear you can see grief. As almost he's lost a loved one, as life fades from his eyes. And he falls limp, no longer moving.
Is that the end of initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You notice silence, and that's when you realize you don't hear the thunder outside anymore.
Ooh. Can I see outside from this room?
Nope.
I thought there were arrow slits.
That was in the tower room.
Oh.
So I can't, but you probably could.
Do you look into the arrow slits, see what's in there?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go back. That. Okay. Looking inside, you can see that the walls of this are, it's like 3 inches thick of whatever this metal is. Very sturdy. The arrow slits are 4 inches wide by 2 feet tall. And as you peer inside, you see the following. Many assorted gems, at least 10 from what you can tell. You swear you can see some kind of very special magical shield in this pile of gold and silver and platinum. Actually, wait, are you looking at the arrow slits on the upper part arrow slits or the lower part arrow slits?
Lower part.
Okay, then what I've said so far is true. But you also see in there some weird-looking automaton that has 3 legs, and seems to have some barrel on the top, and it's just like leaning downwards on the ground. You see Chip in there, lifelessly sitting there. The Strahd doll from Blinksy's toys. The talisman of
It's
Lilia.
Hemlock. Oh my god, it's Hemlock.
And sitting on top of the talisman, a shiny golden ring. You recognize the automaton as Tim Tom. That's when you all notice that Sir Godfrey isn't around.
We can finally rest.
We can finally leave.
Saxton, the last time you remember seeing was on the roof of this tower that you're looking into.
I'll run back up to the top.
When you get to the top, you find what is left of ash and bones and tattered armor and a great sword. The silver dragon head on the pommel.
I'll use the apparel to pick up the sword and take it back down.
Okay,
Because I'm not touching silver.
that's fair.
And I'll give the great sword to Willow.
Willow, it's a +2 greatsword. The handle still has ash on it. You can almost see like the handprint marks in it from where he was holding it.
Oh, I brush off some of the ash onto my hand and like put it on my arm.
Hmm.
So he's always with me. I don't know.
I was thinking Metal Gear Solid 5 and you just like put it on your face. This actually happens.
No.
That always confused me because it made more sense that they started turning them into diamonds afterward, and I don't understand why he put the ashes on his face.
Kojima likes to do weird shit.
This is true.
But anyway, yeah.
Are there any loot crates in here?
Besides the thousands upon thousands of gold coins and whatnot that you see at the bottom section of this tower, you can see there's stairs inside the tower that lead up to a second floor, where there's that next set of arrow slits, if you wanted to look up there.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs.
Tim Tam and Hemlock are still with me. Does Hemlock react to seeing Chip, possibly, and Tim Tam to Tim Tom?
Actually, that brings up a good point. Both of them disappear.
Or are they even here? Ah, for God's sakes!
Well, they're no longer trapped here.
I know.
Tim Tam and Hemlock.
I'm gonna cry.
The scene seems to fade for both of you, and instead of seeing mist, light seems to shine, almost like the dawn is appearing. And like the morning fog, after the sun rises, fog departs. And you can see a path ahead of you, heading towards this sunlight. Both of you.
As Tim Tam, do I get to see Tim Tam?
Rolling up next to you is Tim Tam. Weeple.
You served me well, friend.
Weep, weep.
Thank you.
Coming out of the light, you see a very tall, very elegant crane with white feathers that are glowing. You've heard of these. They're angels of Ardea.
I
And it
have
offers its
one
hands
more.
out for both each of you.
I
It
have one
says,
more question
You can
as
rest.
I hold
You can
Willow's hand.
rest now.
So
You do that, and they like put their hands like this, and they nod.
do we know as ghosts what happened to Big Cat?
No.
Okay.
It's time to go, my children. You've been due for too long, and you have deserved this rest. I know of a certain someone who'd want to talk with you, Hemlock. Someone who's helped you a lot on your travels. And coming up around behind them is a little white Jerbeen wearing a red outfit and a big red brimmed hat. And she's also pretty much in tears as she sees you.
Lilia. Hi.
She hops towards
I'm
you
gonna tell Aya.
and she hugs you.
Oh.
She hugs both of you with as much as she can with her little Jerbeen arms.
Thank you.
And you both feel yourselves flying to the sky.
I gotta tell Aya that Lilia literally took us to heaven.
All right, so epilogue. We're not going to go through the rest of the castle and stuff. But what do the rest of you do now?
What happens around?
Visibly, nothing seems to really happen. But the castle is very silent.
Is it now dawn, past dawn?
I will say, as you all leave the castle and you find your way out through the front door, and you head outside, the sun rises in the east. The first time the sun has risen in Kren's Valley in over 300 years.
What I would do is once the dawn breaks and I revert back to my Strig form, I would start trekking towards the abbey with the fallen bodies of my comrades to see the abbot.
I see that.
Okay.
I see that.
What do the rest of you do? Daylight shines into the valley. The sky is blue. And it seems like the evils of the land have fled into the shadows.
If somebody will give me an inclination that the stuff that we saw in the tower was Hemlock's, then I will, and Tim Tam's, and I know what Saxton's gonna do, I will take that stuff and follow Saxton.
Okay. You head back to the abbey.
Do I see Big Cat?
I'm so fucking worried about Big Cat.
What happened to Big Cat? Are you gonna tell us later?
As you are all taking the old Slavic road back to Krezik. All the way on the other side of the valley. Its time seems to pass at no time at all, really. And as you're heading there, a wagon passes by, a colorful wagon. And you see a certain storyteller with his wide-brimmed hat up there as he's moving towards the castle. And he stops and waves you guys down as you're moving down the road towards his direction. And he gets off of the wagon, his cane, and he moves up towards you, and he says, "It appears you've done what I could not. I guess I have you to thank." You hear boom, boom, boom in the wagon. He taps his cane twice on it, and it stops. Well, it appears that we are due for breakfast, so I should go. But thank you once
Pleasure
again.
to meet you.
Hopefully we won't meet again. Or if we do, it means that more evils will have but I shall leave this valley.
Just speak with animals to hear what that thing inside is saying.
Don't remember Big Cat's voice.
It was just like a big cat, you know? Like,
And you just hear like,
I don't know.
"I'm hungry." Tap, tap. Okay, fine.
That's a big cat inside there.
The rest of you is just like a, you know, it goes on for too long. I don't know if you've had to deal with cats when they're like give them canned cat food or something. They talk a lot.
They won't shut up.
Yeah, but Big Cat's well trained.
So, not to bring down the mood, but as soon as they were out of the castle, Nyhm would have been beelining it for the first border crossing to get the hell out of this. They came in here looking for one particular person, never found any information to that whatsoever. They're taking everything from the gold that they had to the sword hilt and just gone.
You see from the arrow slits in that tower so many treasures that Strahd has gotten over the years, possibly even before he became undead. But there's no way to enter inside that tower. And instead of trying to pursue that, you decide to leave this cursed land and go elsewhere.
Yes.
Which is totally understandable.
Is the hemlock stuff in that tower? How did?
Yes.
Then I would have to get into it, and I'm sure I would do that before we left.
You don't see any way inside, except for a trapdoor on the top, which does not open no matter what you do to it.
I'm gonna I got an axe.
Your axe chips after hours of trying to sunder the trapdoor.
Oh, it's not like what? Okay.
There's no handle on the trapdoor.
Try pushing.
I'm gonna pull.
There's no handle to pull.
If only someone could Misty Step in there.
I'm gonna Misty Step in there.
Wait,
I'm a
seriously?
Misty Step in
You
there.
seriously have Misty Step?
Yeah. I was gonna use Dimension Door, but I can do Misty Step. It's fine.
Alright, you Misty Step inside,
Mm-hmm.
and there's that stuff.
All right, I push the trapdoor open so Nyhm can get in if she
It does
wants
not
to.
open. But inside,
Mm-hmm.
as you look through here, besides the specific items from the previous characters you guys had, 50,000 copper coins, 10,000 silver coins, 10,000 gold coins, 1,000 platinum, 15 assorted gems worth 100 gold each, a shield with a stylized silver dragon emblem on it that you recognize as the symbol of the Order of the Silver Dragon. And when you hold it, you can hear it whispering warnings to you. And it's like, watch out, there's a fly over there. And it seems like it can give you a bonus to your initiative if you attune to it.
Okay.
And that's on the ground floor. but up on the top floor, there's 10 pieces of exquisite jewelry. One of them is what Nyhm got and sold to that one lady, Walkner or whatever. And it's in a red velvet sack. There's a strange jug that seems to pour out a lot more water than what it has in it. And when you think about some other item like honey, it pours out honey. It's an alchemy jug. Out of character.
Oh, okay.
There seems to be a very brilliant looking helmet. It's a dazzling helmet with a shit ton of diamonds, rubies, fire opals, and normal opals on it. A interesting looking wand, or should I say a rod that looks like a bat. And there's a wooden coffer. And when you open it up, there are 4 compartments, each one holding a potion of greater healing. So what all do you take with you as you got to use the spell to junt out?
I'm gonna take Hemlock's stuff, and Tentam's stuff, and then as much as I can carry without going over my carrying capacity.
All right.
And then
what would be of interest to you? Would you be more interested in amount of value per weight, or would you be like, oh, I would take the shield because I'm like a fighter person, and shields are more important. And this helmet probably is useful.
Load the shield up with gold.
Yeah, do you just take a shit ton of coins?
Can I use the shield, like hold the shield and just like put just stuff on top of it?
Yeah. Keep in mind, you know how many
and...
coins I said? There's like over 70,000 coins in here.
Yeah.
Every minute you pick up and move 100 coins. So how many coins are you going to take? Because it might take a while by hand.
Well, as a paladin of the wood, I'm not very interested in money. But if Nym's still here, I would give that to her. So
Nyhm, this would be before you leave. Willow definitely would have Misty Stepped or Dimension Doored in there.
I'm Misty Stepping in there and then Dimension Dooring out.
Are those arrow slits open?
No. Okay, I can't.
Yeah, 4 inches wide, 2 feet tall. 3 feet,
she could just
3 inches thick.
shovel stuff out.
Scoop.
Can I just scoop?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I use.
It would still be at that same rate I said before.
All right. I'll spend 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. 5
do
minutes.
you
Grab all the platinum.
could I awaken Chip?
Oh.
You see this body that seems to be made of a wooden exterior, but the interior is filled with a bunch of metal gears and amalgamations. Quite alien for your druidic craft. You're not sure if you could animate it.
I mean, so there's like no latent anything, because to awaken it has to have like an intelligence of 3.
It doesn't. No. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Do you have could
It's just a marionette.
You could, so he couldn't reincarnate?
Oh, that's a different
You
thing.
don't.
Reincarnate is
You don't know about Chip
that
though.
stuff.
This is just
Yeah.
a marionette.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just I'm gonna get some of. You said those jewels were worth 100, right? Any of them?
Yeah. There's a red velvet sack that has 10 pieces of jewelry with 250 gold each, and there's 15 assorted gems that are worth 100 gold each.
Okay. So no diamonds that could be used for revivify.
Oh yeah, no, I'll say like 5 of those 15 are diamonds.
All right, I'll put the diamonds on. But yeah, mainly my focus is getting Hemlock and Temtem stuff out of there, and then getting some money for Nyhm, and I'll grab the sword too. and I'll just I'll scoop out as much as I can. I'll spend 5 minutes doing that, and then grab all that I could hold in Dimension Door out.
Okay.
Grab all the platinum you can.
Saxton, do you do anything? Oh yeah,
it's
wait.
still
You
kind
and Willow head to the Abbey with the two bodies, and we cut to like the theme song, but it's like the sadder, more somber version of the theme song as like the credits are rolling to the side, and we're getting like the epilogue cutscene of
Just a
the
sad Hulk
Abbey
theme.
having the mongrel folk, which are those the weird folk that had like different animal parts on various parts of them. The two that originally were guarding the Abbey's monastery, that were like the two guards when you guys originally got there. They're digging a grave for you guys. And they put the two bodies in, and
Oh no
cuts-
no 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 no! I want to talk to
Okay.
the abbot, see what he can bring him back.
Oh, okay. I assumed the wrong thing then. He says, "But what will you give me in return?"
Whatever you want.
If you remember,
There's nothing I need at the time, but I'll consider this a favor that you owe. And I'll hold you to it. Now give me an hour. I have work to do.
Agreed.
Okay, well, it's technically 2 hours because it's two different bodies. But we'll start first with Hemlock. So Hemlock, what would your heaven be like?
Yeah. I think heaven would be obviously, like, I don't think Lilia is gonna be there forever, so because she's got stuff she's gonna do. But I think Hemlock.
You actually learn that she is an adventurer, and an angel
Mhm.
came and told her that one of her patrons was in trouble, and they couldn't get to you guys because there was a fog barrier in the way. But after it disappeared, they were able to get to you.
I understand. I'm sad, but I understand. And I think
But we're
a lot of.
There's no reason to be sad. We're always together.
Dang it! That's exactly what you would say.
And she hands you a cookie. It's a heart-shaped cookie.
It's in the shape of a raccoon.
Here, eat your face.
I think Hemlock's heaven would be well, talking to Lilia a little bit.
The Humblewood version of Lilia is
Mhm.
like, she's not just a Jerbeen, but she's like the equivalent of like middle-aged. Like she's like a very seasoned adventurer at this point.
Mhm. Okay.
Seasoned enough that she's apparently a warlock patron, so pretty seasoned.
I mean, she'll probably ask Lilia a lot about what's going on with her, but most of the time, I think that Heaven would just be hanging out with Tim Tam if he's there, and just trying not to cry.
All right,
yeah, that's
you're in a nice little cottage out in like a prairie, like tall grass and stuff. And there's a knock on the door.
I just set everything up. I got flowers in the window. Hello.
The abbot is on the other side.
Oh.
Are you ready to go back?
Hello. I look back at. Yeah, I think I am.
Come on. I don't got all day.
I
And then
will
both of you
try.
disappear. Tim Tam, what's your heaven like?
So it will probably just be for the most part the same workshop where Tim Tam used to work back at his home. But with like the most recent updated Tim Tam and like many new machines. Probably like a couple pictures of Hemlock around who he goes to talk to when
Ooh,
he finish his
since you're
work.
like kind of like steampunky, I like to think these aren't like actual photographs, but they're like the metal embezzled pictures
Yeah,
that they were doing
yeah, like,
before they finalized on Polaroids.
yeah. So yeah, it's basically like life back when he was before Barovia,
Mm-hmm.
but like knowing he has friends now, so he can work with a purpose.
A dove, a white dove, flies into your workshop. You literally just got here and you were getting ready. Like everything was already prepared for you and stuff. And you were like just getting ready to be like, okay. And you were like just started working and this dove appears. And then there's like a light and where the dove was perched is the abbot. And he says, okay, come on. Ready to go back?
Oh, I guess there's
You don't have to go if you don't want to, but
I'll go. Let's see where this leads to.
okay. Come here. And as you grab his hand, flash of white light, and both of you were gone. Meanwhile, Saxton, are you like an expecting father and you're just like pacing and you got like a cigarette for like this 2 hours?
I don't know if I'd be pacing, but I'd just be like solemn on the ground, waiting.
You see up on the edge of since you're like up on the edge of the cliffside, this abbey is. You can see in the distance a wolf, and it howls. And a bunch of other wolves appear. You recognize them as your pack. And they're all looking at you. Like they're expecting you to come home.
I look at them, but then I look at where the abbot went as I just keep sitting there and wait.
After you're there, you don't move for a bit. They turn around and head back towards the camp. By now it's around noon, and you're actually not used to the sunlight. Actually, kind of hurts your eyes a bit. You haven't seen direct sun in months. Let me double check exactly how you guys are revived. Both Tim Tam and Hemlock. Because this angel is able to revive people, but it's in a specific way. Okay. So, both of you awake on separate beds with convenient white robes on. You have 1 hit point each. And both of you take -4 penalties to, like, everything.
I'm used to it. That's fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, Callie can relate. And you see the abbot. You see the abbot there with you too, and he's just like, "Yeah, your werewolf friend's outside." Now I got to get back to stitching on this face, and he goes into a different room. And one of the mongrels like hobble over, and you're like, "Ah, the raccoon's back! Yay!" And the rest of them are like, "Ah!"
Oh.
So they're revived in the middle of a Muppets
I mean, kind of.
reunion.
That's the best place to be revived at.
I'm down there, Statler.
Can I see Hemlock on the bed
Yeah, bed adjacent to
beside
yours.
me? I'll reach my hand and cast Cure Wounds.
I forgot what spells I have.
I just opened the Dim Tam shit for like ever.
I might have had it up last
No, I
session.
gotta give myself one.
7 HP for Hemlock.
Okay, let me go to the campaigns.
Thank
Actually,
you.
sorry, I need to
Come
go on Twitch. So that way the folks watching there can use the D&D Beyond extension. And I will add them to that. You might have to refresh the page. Different for those watching.
I'll cast Cure Wounds also on you, but I can't I'll do it at I can only do it at first level, so you also you get 10 hit points.
You can use your warlock spell slots for that.
I can. It's magic
Oh, then never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought you cross-classed into cleric or something.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, I think that'll leave us to what does everyone do after this adventure? Quotes around adventure. What's everyone's epilogues? And I think I'll start with Nym's, because Nyhm was definitely going to be the first one to go. You'd already started on it.
Yeah, she would have immediately left as soon as we were out of the castle and there was no more immediate danger. Immediately heading for the first road out of this place. She would be going to find the person she came here to look for, and spent a hell of a lot longer.
You were followed by Rictavio on his card.
I mean, so long as he's not a threat, then it's perfectly fine.
No, he just gives you a familiar nod, tip of the hat, and you both are on the same road, but he moves a little faster in horse carriage for traveling speed's sake, and he eventually gets further ahead of you, or he branches off to some other dirt path and is gone. Is there anywhere specifically Nyhm would want to go?
Well, that's the thing. I was never able to find any information on the person that I was looking for, so it's effectively a new chance to start searching for that information.
Maybe in the bandits' fortress in the mountains. It's not too far from here.
Is it still inside Barovia?
No.
Okay,
no.
Yeah. That'll work.
It's in the same mountain range, but nowhere close.
Okay. In that case, yeah, probably be the best place to start, especially since I've got not a lot of gold to bribe and barter for information.
Okay.
And a hell of a sword.
It cuts to you entering the place. Of course, tight security, not let you in at first, and you show them some gold and they let you in. And all of that. Cazador and Willow, those two were technically together before this, and they got involuntarily sucked in. So what do they do? What's their epilogue?
Well, I think they were actually voluntarily sucked in.
Well, they didn't know that they were going to be stuck in there, I think.
Okay, so I have one question. The forest and the animals and everything, are still messed up, right?
Nope. Everything seems to have gone back to balance, at least to some point.
Oh,
A lot of the birds and stuff that you have not seen in these areas that you think would be here, like cardinals and whatnot, are now coming in from the outside. The wolves don't seem to be as sentient, nor as aggressive.
okay, then that makes it easier for Cazador.
The people who had cowered in fear in their towns and villages here, for the first time can see the light and have a bit of hope in their lives of betterment. A lot of them actually go to leave the valley.
Oh, good. Good for them.
And of course, you all are praised as heroes.
Well, not whatever.
I was gonna stay here and make sure balance was brought back to the valley, but nature seems to be taking care of itself. So
the more pessimistic of them, which is most of them, to be honest, believe that you have defeated the Dark Lord here, but that just leaves a seat open for another tyrant, and they don't want to be here for when that person shows up. So they're going to leave. Some of the Vistani mentioned something about how he is not truly gone and that he'll be back one day. But they are also wanting to leave because when he comes back, they're pretty sure he's going to be mad.
Yeah. If we stick around the valley a little longer, I kind of just want to go around it, I guess. Just see other things that the valley has to offer now that it's in the light of day.
Talking with the dusk feathers. Because Willow has not talked to this fellow, but he tells you about how his sister was buried in Castle Ravenloft, and how she was going to be a bride, but she was stoned to death before she turned.
I will tell him about what I saw in the castle.
Then her body still lays in the crypts. Good. I have heard of secret arcane powers in the valleys to the south of here. In the mountainside, apparently there is a temple that holds great power and lost knowledge that I could use to bring her back. That is what she's told me in my dreams, anyway.
Well, good luck with that.
That's not the future, obviously. And it cuts to him going in alone as you see built into the mountainside an entryway. And you see two robed figures made completely of petrified amber.
I'm sorry.
Outside that are like 3 feet tall. And he goes inside the darkness alone.
I'm not going in there, I'm sorry.
I don't blame you.
Okay. Do I come
Spoilers,
across
he never comes back out.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Do I come across the werewolves? Because there is something that I wanted to do.
Saxton. Actually is a good question. What is Saxton's epilogue? Do you stay in the valley and take care of your back? Or do you move on?
Well, after being reunited with my friends, what I would like to do would be to go to the den and have Emil take charge of the pack to watch over them.
There's definitely no argument involved. It seems like he's pretty much been in charge while you're gone anyway.
And let them know that the Dark Lord is no more, and they need not fear him or bow to his whims.
Mix of reactions to that one. A lot of them are relieved. Some of them are like, "Oh well, damn. He let me get away with doing evil shit." Kind of. That's what they're thinking.
Hearing the tales of the Vistani, I would return to Castle Ravenloft and set up a guard to protect against any vampires that would dare try to take over his spot, to be a watch over the valley.
A few days later, your pack shows up at the door. We hate vampires almost as much as you do. I think this would make a much better den than a cave, don't you think?
Well, then we shall be the night watch of the land to make sure that no one steals the sun again.
And it is then Saxton's shadow grows bigger. And that's where we'll end this campaign.
What about Hemlock and Tim Tam?
Good question, actually. I thought I mentioned them, but I guess I didn't.
And they're alive. That's a lot.
Oh, and I do have NPCs I need to tell you guys. Hemlock and Tim Tam.
Oh wait.
I would like for Hemlock to possibly retire, if that's possible, and open up a flower shop.
Hell yeah, she goes to Alderheart, capital of the wood. She doesn't even need to roll. She got her secret technique when she was in heaven from Lilia to make the best cookies ever that have the most important ingredient, love. And you never
Hemlock's done.
and you never go poor, and you live out the rest of your days working at a nice little bakery of your own.
Okay, I will constantly be in contact,
making many
Tim
friends
Tam is,
and connections along the way.
Will she be delivering cookies to the castle?
Okay, I will deliver cookies to the castle if that's possible.
Yay!
I will make trips to visit Saxton and Tim Tam if Tim Tam is not like close. You know, I don't know what Tim Tam's planning to do, but she will go through great efforts for the rest of her life to continue the connection that she had with her friends.
Oh, Tim Tam will be close.
Okay.
The secret bandit fortress at one point gets a delivery of cookies. You're like, who the hell found this?
Tim Tam will leave Tim Tam with Saxton though.
I would say you fix him up enough that he's able to be like independent from you.
Yeah. And other than that, I will create a fire extinguishing drone. I was gonna say army, but it's not the word I'm looking for.
You would probably join
service.
You'd probably join the Artificers Guild in Alderheart.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, I will put all my effort into healing and fire extinguishing mechanisms.
That you get heavily funded for that because the Scorched Grove is a very big deal, and having fire repressants is very useful.
Can I make a plea real quick? Can Hemlock find a way to revive Chip, and he's like her little helper in the shop?
Chip sits on a top shelf in the shop, and Hemlock looks up at him every once in a while, kind of sad, wishing that there's something she could do. And then it cuts to her going to the takeout window with her cookies, because apparently they're so popular that they're drive-through. Like almost like an ice cream truck, essentially, you know, like you have like it open and they're like, I like 2 chocolate chips, please. And as she does, Chip's head goes like, he looks over at her.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
Octavio.
It's the last freaking episode, and you just have to make them cry.
I mean,
it's a good cry. I'm fine.
I knew it's either going to be a good cry because you guys won, or a sad cry because you all lost. So here we'll go to the NPCs. Ismark died in the castle as he was leaving.
No.
a trap set off at the entryway that had breathed a bunch of fire on him, singeing him and killing him instantly. His body was later used by Strahd until he got bored of it and turned it into a Strahd zombie, which was later vanquished by you guys. But you wouldn't have been able to recognize it though. It was supercharged, and then months of decay. The Vistani, fearing that the Barovians might kill them for being spies and collaborators, pack up their wagons and leave the valley with great haste, and the Barovians are happy to see them go. Octavio
Drunkards.
leaves Barovia to live out his remaining days in solitude, and Esmeralda isn't convinced that Strahd is truly dead. She also knows that there are other evils in Ravenloft that can be conquered, so she elects to remain willingly in this valley. Many of the vampires that are still here are free now, finally, of Strahd's control. And each of them seeks their own new destiny. Escher, in particular, leaves in search of new experiences and a way to become a full vampire lord himself. Months later, Hemlock is going on one of her monthly deliveries to the castle. Or not monthly, bi-yearly, I'll say. Like, this is a year later.
I would
And
do a monthly.
no, it's like a month's travel. That's why I'm like, no, there wouldn't be a month.
Oh,
Um,
well,
And you go to get to the valley that they're at,
She could open a franchise.
and you notice that there's nothing there besides mist.
no.
As
I
the
turn
mists
back.
reappear, so do the Vistani and Madame Eva. They come to the
What would
castle,
we do?
Saxton, and they offer their assistance in servitude.
Okay.
They bring with
Not a
them many
vampire
trips.
lord.
They bring with them many exports from various lands, exotic goods that they fill up the castle's coffers with. Including rare spiced meats from the west. And that is where we'll end this adventure.
Actually, want to chime in real quick if I can.
Yeah, sure.
I want to apologize profusely for not putting that banked D20 to use. Had my plans actually worked, had it gone a little bit longer, it would have been used. So I apologize for the waste.
It's fine. You had some question you wanted to ask me, and I said I would answer it at the very end. So what was the question again?
It was more about the mechanics. My plan was twofold. I have silent image and hold person. You've already told me that hold person would have worked on Strahd if all of the requirements were met.
Mm-hmm.
My other plan was what I was going to try to use the hold person as a con save. The other one was I was hoping to trick him. I was going to use silent image to create an image of Tatiana and try and distract him. And I just wanted to know if that would have worked or not.
Most likely not, because he definitely knows she's dead. In fact, I'd probably piss him off that you would think he's dumb enough to fall for that.
Damn. Well, it was worth it. Okay.
But yeah, okay. So thank you everyone for watching this extra long final episode of Mists of Kren's Valley. It has truly been an honor to be your DM for this entire campaign. And it has been an honor to have all of you, my players, to play in this horribly gothic and dreadful campaign. And doing what I thought was impossible, and actually defeating Strahd. So congratulations. Congratulations. Like, seriously, congratulations. Because you guys not only defeated Strahd, but you also did other things that I did not expect you guys to do. You killed his godmother. You got all those gems back for the vineyard, so all that wine is being made again. I forgot to mention that.
The
Uh,
rock.
Only 2 of you died. And then they got brought back at the end. Which is awesome.
That's crazy that Tim got and Campbell got a happy ending.
So happy for them. Like, ugh.
And yeah, as we end this campaign, normally we do plugs. You can do plugs if you guys want, but do you got any closing words you wanted to say? Like, fuck you, Scott. I killed Strahd in your face.
No.
Well,
No.
Callie didn't get another throat punch in, so she's probably.
Oh yeah, she didn't.
It's fine. I could throat punch him in my dreams.
The Revenant didn't get to do a fireball damage worth of damage with his greatsword. It would have done 8d6.
I think we had all planned what we would do to Strahd like for months, because I knew I was gonna throw a sunbeam. Like Saege knew he was gonna stab it with the like sun blaze. So I mean, we all had a plan. So
In all honesty, I came in here with the expectation that I was going to fall to take him down.
If you wouldn't have stunned him, that fight would have been a lot longer. But you ate through his legendary resistances really fast and then stunned him.
Well, I will say this much: it's been a blast having you as a DM. So I'm looking forward to the next one.
Oh, thank you. Been a
Blast
blast.
Attack of the Nerds.
Been a blast having you all as players. You all have done great.
it's been the first time I've cried in a D&D or in an RPG game. Maybe it will be the last. I don't know. I don't know what you have in store.
All right, I'll try to match it in the future. It'll be difficult.
Let's not. Curse of Strahd is supposed to be the bloodborne of this kind of genre anyways. Let's leave the darkness where it lies.
I would have been condemned with Tim Tam soul resting, but actually getting a happy ending for both my characters. I was gonna see great, but it's good because I still don't believe it. I think that this setting is so messed up. I still don't totally believe they get the happy.
Well, good news. That new book is coming out in like less than a week.
I know, isn't it ironic that we finished it the week before it came out? I think that's.
I'm kind of glad because that means he doesn't get to throw anything else in our faces.
I know, but he was so excited.
I'm still gonna get that book and study the hell out of it.
I know.
There's gonna be a lot of player options in there too, apparently. So
yeah.
Oh.
What'd you say, Mav?
I'm just kind of curious who turned out the lights again.
I wonder who. As a fox laughs in the shadows and disappears. It is her valley after all. That's Kren for those of you that don't know. Humblewood, evil god. Anyway.
I would just like to say I do like to make myself cry and make other people cry in a lot of games that I'm in, but I do appreciate like the point that my emotions were pushed to in this game. And I, if it had to be anybody, I'm glad that it was you, Scotty. And
you're welcome.
No, I guess I'm just.
You say that like Aya doesn't immediately bring up crap after the games that starts to make you do the exact same thing. And for other games, for that matter, too.
That's like after games. That's not during.
Yeah, that's after games. No, that's you know, she's gonna do shit to me tomorrow, and I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about how I was like, I cried a lot, and we still got a happy ending, and like I enjoyed this game so much, and I enjoyed playing with all of you, and everybody's characters just meant a lot to me. And thank you for letting me join in this group for this campaign, and I'm excited for the next one. And maybe down the line, one of my characters will punch Strahd in the throat again, but it's fine.
Well, if you run into him on the rim, you can always go freeze in hell, Batman.
Yeah. Also, I want to like take a second to appreciate how Mav always gets the evil ending.
Yeah, even in Avernus, he didn't exactly get the good end.
In Avernus was a little bit more messed up, but this still.
Avernus was more the long game.
Yeah.
Well, Avernus, he literally made a deal with what? A devil, a demon?
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus? Yeah.
Well,
D&D Satan. Yeah. So for those that don't know what we're talking about, it was our We Ride campaign. That was the Wednesday campaign before this one. The whole entire playlist is on YouTube, so if you want to check that out, I'd highly suggest it. Lots of hellish fun, a lot of running over devils with war machines.
A lot of puns.
A lot of Asmodeus fried chicken. Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll close there. The next game that will be on this time slot is Rime of the Frost Maiden. And that might be on May 26th, 2 weeks from now when we start. But that all depends on if I can get myself to make the overlay in time. We'll be having even more players than we do now. But everyone that's here will be in that campaign as well. So, and a lot of the faces that will be on Rime of the Frost Maiden will be familiar and unfamiliar for this channel. So, I hope to see you all there. Were you about to say something?
I was just going to make the bad joke and some of them would still be hidden behind images and text.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't have cameras.
Yeah, that's fine. And with that, everybody stay healthy. Enjoy the sunlight, because not everyone gets to. And have safe travels. Don't get lost in the mist.
Take care, everyone.
Good night.
Night.